If you're anything like me, you've seen this bus stop map 1,000 times, and for some reason you still can't remember which stop is close to which spot. In this video, I'm going to explain each stop and the nearby spots associated with them. Stop number 1, Banks Underpass Station. This stop takes you about halfway through the Brooklyn Banks. It's close to a huge number of popular spots, and is in the middle of Brooklyn Bank Station and Small Banks. Some popular spots you might recognize are this gap to ledge surrounded by this circular rail, and up towards Brooklyn Bank Station we have this stair set and the big kink rail. Stop number 2, Brooklyn Banks Station. This stop drops you off right at the beginning of the Brooklyn Banks. This station is the closest to the location that you start when you launch the game. This spot is really good for lines, and the stop brings you the closest to the Brooklyn Banks down rail. Also, across the road you can find this really cool spot. Stop number 3, Central Banks Murray School. This stop drops you on the street, about halfway up the Brooklyn Banks. This is the closest stop to the broken rail gaps. You'll find this popular spot that has the gap to rail and the gap to picnic table. Across the street you can also find this interesting bank vent spot. Stop number 4, Chatham Apartments. This stop is the closest to the old starting location. It drops you off right in the middle of a 4-way crossroads. It is the closest stop to the pool. You'll find a bunch of spots nearby at this back alley, and it's also the closest stop to the skate shop. Stop number 5, Madison Park. This spot is a classic. Boasting a huge number of ledges, benches, mani pads and rails, you'll find yourself skating here for hours. Just across the street is this amazing plaza, and on the other side is this huge new park they've added. Stop number 6, Lower East Side Coleman Park. There's not much to say about this spot because it's not on the Chatham Towers map. However, it does show up on the bus stop list. Of course, there's the park itself, and just outside the park you can find this interesting little bench spot. Stop number 7, 1 Police Murray School. This stop drops you off right near the loading docks. It's across the road from Madison Park. They've recently added these new rails at the loading docks, which is super fun. Nearby you'll also find this popular combo spot, and just behind where the bus stop drops you off are the stairs into Murray School. Stop number 8, Police Plaza. This stop drops you off near the entrance to the underground parking. It's just down the road from Banks Underpass Station. Nearby you'll find the mini ramp, as long as you've got it turned on in the experimental settings menu, and it's also very close to this spot under the bridge. Stop number 9, Police Underpass. This stop drops you off right near Baby's First Rail, the longest, kinkiest rail in the game. This is the closest bus stop to the underpass. Nearby you'll find one of my favourite gaps in the game. It's also just down the road from an old classic gap. And of course, Baby's First Rail. Stop number 10, Pyramid Ledges. This is another stop that's not a part of the original Chatham Towers map. Pyramid Ledges is a huge map. Nearby you'll find the classic ledges. On the corner of the street is arguably the best rail in the game. And right across the road is this plaza. Stop number 11, Small Banks. This stop drops you off right at the end of the Brooklyn Banks. You'll find a number of cool spots nearby, including this car gap. And across the road is this narrow ledge, which is my favourite for thread the needle lines. Stop number 12, St. Andrew's Church. This is our final stop on the list, and it drops you off right at the top of the map. Some of the popular nearby spots include this double set. You'll also find this famous art piece nearby. And finally we have the biggest hubba in the game. And there you have it, the ultimate guide to the Session bus stop system. If you found this video helpful, I do appreciate you leaving a like, share it with your friends if you think they might need it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. A boop bop beep bee bop bee doo, a doop doop shabby boo, a doop dap beep bee ba da ba dee boo, dippity bop ba dee boo.